Hi, my name is Fadi Al-Fayoumi. In this presentation, I will go over Delphi Auto Corporation key problems and recommendations. This presentation is part 2 presentation of a project started by myself and Jim Davis, my partner. Delphi key problems will be discussed under the following icons: the shaking economy with the upcoming bubble, O'Neill's statement, the CEO of Delphi, when he said we have the right product, the right management, and the right customers. We will discuss revenue growth of the corporation, the market share of the corporation, and eventually end with financial and final directions of the corporation. Over the last decade, the US market has witnessed the growth of many bubbles in its economy. The stock market bubble that was preceded by the housing and the real estate bubbles, along with the private debt bubble and the consumer spending bubble. All of these bubbles led to the financial crisis in 2008. When these bubbles were just about to pop or burst, the US government decided to cushion them by increasing the government debt and coming with the ultimate solution they have decided to go with, and that's printing more money. This was done believing the illusion this will solve the problem and ignoring the reality of the unsustainable solution they have come up with and the inevitable development of the dollar bubble, which will end with all of these bubbles popping in a harsh way, eventually leading to inflation, increasing interest rates, unemployment, reduced consumer spending, with the dollar losing its value, and more than less likely, a crash of the stock market in the near future. Even though this is an out of corporation control, external environmental problem that will affect Delphi and all other corporations in the market at the same time, history has shown us that only corporates with a strong infrastructure, great management, and sustainable growth can survive such crashes in the market. As Delphi new business strategy after leaving GM has managed to come very much with the right product that involves every single part of the auto vehicles, Delphi implanted factories in low wages countries. They have hired more than 150,000 employees, 18,000 scientists with a primary goal and message under the new management of going green, safe, and efficient, leading to great success, great growth, and gaining many awards. In fact, Delphi multi-mode electronically scanning radar earned top honors in the product category in North America. In Europe, Delphi piezo injector represented a radical breakthrough in the diesel injection technology. Delphi was also honored with the finalist award for the halogen-free cable. There is no doubt that Delphi has come a long way since the time it's left GM, with a great growth, eventually leading to a upcoming stock price and sustainable growth in the market. However, their sales over the last 12 months have slowed down compared to the last year, and more importantly have dragged behind other competitors. In our presentation, a clear demonstration by Jim earlier in part 1 of this presentation showed that the other 3 competitors have done better as far as sales over the last 3 years. In fact, even though we go over 4 companies and we compare them together, the global figure of the competition is much bigger than that. A key problem beyond their annual sales slowing down is the market share and their customers. Even though Delphi is not under GM anymore, its dependence on GM is still there. If we look at the slide, we can notice that the sales for GM represented 18%, along with Volkswagen, Ford. They represented the majority of the sales of the corporation. Only 3% are going to Toyota, 3% are going to Hyundai, and minor percentages are going to the other corporations. Other important issues for the corporation is the global expansion to Europe. With its current flat market, did not help the sales of the corporation much. With the demand for vehicles declining in mature markets due to the recession, car makers are now turning their attention on the rising middle-class population in India, China, Brazil, and Russia. Let's not forget, the top 4 car manufacturers projected to increase market shares through 2018 are as following. Number 1, Volkswagen. Number 2 will be BMW. Number 3, BAIC, which represent corporate that sells Mercedes-Benz, Hyundai, and other car makers to third world countries, and they have sold more than 3.1 million cars over the last year. And number 4 will be Toyota. In the past, automakers have a relatively straightforward business model where they manufactured and distributed cars at home and abroad. Today, they must adapt to far greater complexity in a number of different areas, such as electronic vehicle technology, innovative urban car designs, mobility services, vehicle connectivity, and financial services, while also staying alert to the new sales channels. One top of the established players, particularly from the Western Hemisphere, are impacted by the growing power of the emerging nations. This translates into vast sales opportunities overseas, but also means that there will soon be a greater competition in their home market from the rising auto giants in China, India, and elsewhere. To gain market share and increasing net sales, Delphi must be prepared to meet this increasingly globalized demand for their products by targeting customers in the new emerging markets, revamping their customer mix, and securing businesses from automakers in the fastest growing markets by staying ahead of the technology, meeting consumers' demands, and doing it faster, better, and cheaper than anyone else. In summary, with my final recommendations, Delphi has to maintain solid growth and infrastructure to survive an inevitable crushing stock market upcoming in the near future. They have to globally expand to emerging markets like India and Brazil. They have to increase the market share and customer base by making deals with other automakers, including BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Hyundai, and Toyota. And with that, I'll finish my presentation. Thank you very much.